Welcome to Episode 2, where history is heard through the voices of those long-forgotten denizens of the Alamo. In Episode 1, we stood amid the smoking ruins of the Alamo as Joe, one of the survivors of that bloody battle, literally rose from the ashes to experience the haunting silence of all those who died. In this episode, we'll journey back through time to witness firsthand where fate, faith, and fire collided. Along with Joe, we'll meet Sam, Charlie, Rebecca, and Abraham, the other survivors who recount the long-forgotten stories behind the legend of the Alamo. Learning ties of brotherhood, the weight of bondage, and the desperate battle to survive in a divided and bloody world of power and pride.
The day Colonel Travis arrived at the Alamo, a lot of things already done been decided. Decisions that was gonna affect every living soul in the old mission. Sam and Charlie was two of the slaves Joe ain't met yet. We was all weeding the vegetable patch at the old mission, and that's when Joe found out that Colonel Travis already knew they was gonna be outgunned and outmanned. But what could he do? Travis was in charge and didn't have no clue right then. Jim Bowie come over and he told Travis what the situation really was.
How can anyone defend this broken down old mission?
Well, it do take some planning.
Colonel Bowie,
Travis, glad you're here.
how many men do you have?
Near 100, give or take. Mostly volunteers and 4 slaves. A lot of them got family, too. I'll show you. Leave your man here. Let him help with the weeding.
Joe, I'll be back.
After they left, Joe got to talking with Sam and Charlie. Sam didn't take to Joe right off, and they had words, and some back and forth testing each other. And Joe learned all about old Santa Anna and the Mexican army they'd be facing.
Howdy. Name's Joe.
Oh, Joe, you told the line right quick, don't you, boy? Man says stay in weed, and you just plant yourself like a tree, don't you?
And what do you do when you're told to do something?
What I want.
Yeah, that's why he's here. He just loves weed and onions.
None of your lip, Charlie.
Wasn't offering you none, besides it's my lip. Don't mind him, Joe. He just mad 'cause we out here in the sun working and the Mexican slaves is inside where it's cool.
Mexican slaves.
Yeah, they calls them indentured servants, but it's the same thing.
Looks easier than picking cotton.
How you know? You ain't picked no cotton. Look at your hands. They like a white woman's.
And that's when Joe smiled, held up his hands. We see his palms was smooth, but the knuckles, ooh, they had calluses on calluses. Seen some hard action, you betcha.
If some white woman wakes up with these hands, she gonna scream her head off.
Look, soft as a baby's butt on one side, but hard as a turtle shell here on the knuckles.
Then what you doing here?
Taking orders? Like you?
I don't take them. Look, I just accept them. There's a difference.
Leave him be, Sam. He ain't no different than us, just doing what the white man says.
Well, he seems pretty uppity to me.
I get the feeling everybody seems uppity to you.
What you do for the colonel?
What I'm told, if I don't want to get the whip.
Can you read?
Mostly.
Well, amen to that.
Quit your amen, and you ain't no Sunday school goody.
I surely am. Amazing grace.
All right, look, stop it. So, how come you ain't back on the plantation instead of being in this godforsaken place?
It's a long story.
Shut up, please.
Hey, I can sing if I want.
Look, that ain't singing, all right? It's caterwauling.
It's a good hymn, though.
Not the way he sang it. What you know, anyhow?
Not much. Except you're aching for a fight.
I ain't aching for nothing except my freedom.
That ain't aching. That's impossible.
Man, where y'all come from?
I'm from Texas. Sam there's from Virginia.
Yeah, it's a whole lot greener than here. Lord, I wish I was back in Richmond.
You always been a field man?
What's it to you?
Not one damned thing.
It were interesting. The way Joe said it made old Sam take note, 'cause there was something dangerous about Joe that Sam ain't noticed at first. So he kinda changed his tune.
Well, since you asked, I grew up there. But me and my younger sister, we were sold when I was 15. And been in Texas ever since.
Abraham, is it? How about you?
I nodded my head, but I couldn't say nothing.
So, is this Mexican army coming or not?
Oh, they coming all right. That's the Lord honest truth.
So, Abraham, how many you figure?
Well, I just shrugged my shoulders, and I still didn't say nothing.
Look, another reason to get out of here. Old Santa Anna is gonna chew us up and spit out our bones.
Who?
Generalissimo Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna, his own self. Presidente of Mexico and Texas, and about everywhere else.
Oh, he's a bad one. Heard after he beat the Zacatecas militia, he killed them all. Just lined them up and shot him.
You know that for certain.
Good as... Overheard Mrs. Ellsbury talking about it.
You think it's a good idea to be overhearing a white man's wife? Where I come from, that's a whipping offense.
I couldn't help it. Woman's louder than a cattle stampede in the bedroom.
I could see Sam and Charlie was beginning to like Joe. We was all just a-weeding and a-talking like all us been friends for a long time.
So, Joe, you from Mississippi, huh?
Leave him be. He said it was a long story.
And Joe, he was starting to like them too.
Well, my daddy was a house slave. And the master, he was a good drunk but a lousy gambler. I was his bet in the card game. Thought my daddy might kill him when he lost. Never saw my family again. The new owner, he didn't want no house man, so he trained me to fist fight. I was pretty good at it too. Good enough that when the colonel saw me win a bout in Baton Rouge, he made sure he got me.
You mean he bought you?
Call it what you want. They was fixing to fight me against another fella for money, and Colonel Travis, he steps in and bet on me against that other guy. Others figure I was too tired to fight by then. They was wrong.
You whooped him.
I did. My master, he couldn't pay the debt, so Colonel Travis offered to take me instead.
So, that's how come your knuckles is all beat up and scarred. But either way, you lost.
Suppose you right about that.
Look, just like us, you got the dirty end of the stick by coming here. And you can count on it. You're gonna be fighting again. But this time against a bunch of Mexican regulars. And these here men, they ain't gonna let the likes of you have no gun. So, you gonna get shot for your trouble. Plain and simple.
Still say it's better than picking cotton.
I don't know that I'd say getting shot was better than anything.
Look, the Mexicans, they coming. Maybe not tomorrow, but sooner than Bowie thinks.
Winter's coming too. Don't mean you gotta be cold now.
Me? I don't miss picking cotton as much as I miss them home folks from them days.
Yeah, growing up with the folks we loved. But, Lord's truth, it was hard work.
Pulling up weeds, getting shot, picking cotton. We don't get to choose what we want to do. There's no way out but to all be forgotten until sweet Jesus says I'm coming for you. Pulling up weeds, getting shot, picking cotton. We got three choices in this life to spin. Break our backs or in the ground getting rotten. And late in the evening is your only friend. I see my Lord, don't you know he's arisen. He's coming to save me from all my sin. I'm gonna give up this life for his, cause he don't mind the color of my skin. Oh, pulling up weeds, getting shot, picking cotton. We got three choices in this life to spend. Break our backs or in the ground getting rotten. And late in the evening is your only friend. I see my Lord, don't you know he's arisen. He's coming to save me from all my sin. I'm gonna give up this life for his, cause he don't mind the color of my skin. I see my Lord, don't you know he is risen. He's coming to save me from all my sin. I'm gonna give up my life for his, cause he don't mind the color of my skin. Ooh, 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 ooh. my thoughts way down to the river. I wash my hands, but they don't come clean. We're fighting for freedom, but for us that's never. Can somebody tell me what a freedom means? Can somebody tell me what a freedom means?
Pulling up weeds, getting shot, picking cotton. We don't get to choose what we want to do. There's no way out but to all be forgotten until sweet Jesus says I'm coming for you. Pulling up weeds, getting shot, picking cotton. We don't get to choose and we have no say. But one day soon we will all be forgotten until sweet Jesus takes us all away. I see my Lord, don't you know he is risen? He's coming to save me from all my sin. I'm gonna give up my life for his'n, 'cause he don't mind the color of my skin. Pulling up weeds, getting shot, picking cotton. Pulling up weeds, getting shot, picking cotton.
They was friends by then, or close to it, laughing and dancing around. I was happy to see it, 'cause I liked Joe right off. We was pretty near done with the weeding, so I just stood up, pulled out my old mouth harp, and played my little tune and left.
Nice fella. Don't say much, though.
No, he don't.
Kind of the quiet type, huh?
Oh, yeah. He's real quiet all the time.
How come you think?
Only way he can be.
Huh?
Abraham can't talk.
What? He don't speak English?
No. I means he can't talk. Got no tongue.
What?
He done something. I'm not sure what. But that white man, he just cut old Abe's tongue clean out. He did.
That's when he was told about me. See, back then, I couldn't talk. Nope, not a word. Not even a grunt. Charlie explained to Joe that he didn't have no tongue. My master, he cut it out, 'cause I was talking when he was talking. I should have known that was a mighty big mistake. Never done it again, though, 'cause he just pulled out them shears and cut it out. But that was a long time ago. When you're dead, like I am now, well, not having a tongue ain't such a big deal no more. Yep, you heard right. I ain't living no more. I'm dead, but that's how I can tell you the story. Besides, the best part of the story is coming up. The reason Joe even come to the Alamo in the first place. Of course, he didn't know it then, but I can tell you the reason weren't to fight Mexicans with Colonel Travis. No, sir. After finishing the weeding, Joe, Charlie, and Sam was just talking, and that's when Rebecca and Betty come over. Betty was Bowie's cook and washerwoman. But Rebecca, well, she didn't belong to nobody. But she was an indentured servant.
Ooh-wee. Will you look at that?
You always looking at that.
Who is she?
She's one of Juan Siquin's servants. Name is Rebecca. Other one's Betty. She's Bowie's washerwoman.
And don't go get no ideas, neither.
About Betty?
No, you jackwagon. Rebecca Brittany.
She your woman?
She gon' be.
You done it now, Sam.
That was the first time Joe had seen Rebecca, and my, didn't it make an impression on him. I tell you it did. Sam made sure that Joe knew Rebecca was his woman, which wasn't true. She didn't belong to nobody. And when he said that, well, she just marched on over and give Sam a good chunk of her mind.
Sam, you have a very big mouth that's run by a very small brain. I am no man's woman.
Juan Sakin, he still owns you. So in fact, use his woman.
I am indentured to him. That is all.
I told you shouldn't have said nothing.
Charlie, that's like telling the sun not to shine. Man ain't got the brains, God give a crowbar.
And right then, Betty decided to make sure to set things straight herself. And if you ain't noticed yet, Betty was a flamethrower too.
What do you know about anything, Betty? You'll never close your mouth.
Well, I know a loser when I see one.
Rebecca will change her mind.
You don't know nothing about women. Either she loves you, she's in love with you, or you are just something to pass the time. And sweet cheeks, you ain't none of those.
Name's Joe. Pleased to meet you.
How can you be pleased? We haven't met.
Oh, sure we have. Just now. I come in with Colonel Travis this morning.
This is not a good place to be these days.
That's what I've been hearing.
You should have listened.
Well, I didn't have a whole lot of choice.
The entire Mexican army is coming to take this mission back. What's he like, your Colonel Travis?
Decent. Least ways he is with me.
Then you are fortunate.
Oh, yeah. Being a slave's real fortunate for all of us, ain't it?
Don't you ever hold your tongue.
It wouldn't make no difference. Ain't never been attached to his brain.
So, you're owned by this Juan fella?
Not owned. Indentured, like you.
Not like me. I'm a bought slave.
It is the same.
Well, either way, it's all I've ever known.
You have to excuse me. Sometimes I'm, how do you say, sharp with people.
You got that right. Woman's tongue is like a razor with no handle.
Maybe we'll see each other again.
The mission is not that big.
And she was gone with Betty. But she weren't gone in Joe's mind. No, sirree. Sam wanted to make sure Joe didn't get too close to Rebecca. But even I could see it wasn't going to work out that way.
That one will chew you up and spit you out.
I don't doubt it for a second.
How come you always get her mad at you, Sam?
'Cause that way she remembers me. Besides, we only had words, that's all.
Yeah, but with her words, you never get to use none of yours.
What does indentured mean here?
Means you don't go nowhere while you got a debt.
So, it's like being a slave.
Close enough.
That's when Charlie ran off and Sam just growled. Joe was right. Indentured was like being a slave. Thing is, Rebecca, she didn't see it that way. But nobody dared tell her different. Didn't matter though. Joe was already having his own ideas about Rebecca. Kinda like Joe said later. He may have bought her, but he sure didn't own her. That's how it all began, and right then, Joe didn't mind being at the Alamo so much, no more. The two men in charge of the whole situation at the Alamo was having a meeting. They had lots of meetings because they had lots of problems. You ever notice when folks don't know what to do about something, they have meetings. That's how it was with Travis and Boy. But there comes a time when you have to turn and face the situation. Joe was in the barracks room with Boy and Travis.
Well, only a Houston's right, and he ain't all that right most of the time.
Didn't he agree to send men?
He just told me to leave the 16-pounders, but there weren't no good reason to let Santa Ana have them. And we sure can't win without them.
You sure you can win with them?
The field of fire with our Kentucky rifles is twice the distance of them muskets. Whole lot more accurate, too. We can win.
See, that was the problem. Nobody really knew what Sam Houston was going to do. He wasn't close enough to help. Turned out, he didn't do nothing, 'cause there was nothing he could do. But it didn't take no genius to see that Bowie's plan weren't going to work either. Not with just 100 men.
I doubt the cannons will give you the edge you need. River's just 500 yards from the main wall.
Yeah, we'll drop 'em before they get 50 feet.
Maybe, but this old adobe won't hold up to a prolonged siege.
Don't matter. I sure as hell ain't bowing down to no Mexican short pants with a big mouth.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh, just a touch of the grip is all. Besides, We got till summer to reinforce the mission.
If he comes in the summer.
Oh, he will. You can count on that. But he ain't going tacking right now.
But y'all knows what happened. See, that's the reason you don't never take life too serious. 'Cause there ain't no way it's permanent for none of us. When Boy and Colonel Travis walked out and Joe sidles over to the map they was looking at and point to the battle plan.
I'm beginning to see what Rebecca meant now.
He'd been thinking about her a lot since they met a little while ago. I could tell. He was somewhere he ain't never been before and wanted to get to know her better. But he also knew there wasn't going to be much time either. I could see he wanted to tell her that. What he didn't know was how. You'll find out in the next episode of our story.
When night fell over the Alamo, Joe and Rebecca had found something real amid those dangerous hours. Something neither of them had thought possible. A spark of hope, a taste of freedom, and a moment of love. Still, warfare brutally claims all things tender and kind. And now, in Episode 3, the drums of war from Santa Anna's army will echo through the old mission. Longtime loyalties will be tested with new betrayals revealed. And we learn that Joe is forced to decide the true worth of freedom when every heartbeat might be his last.